Hey guys, this is Saravanan Ganesh here. It's about midnight, April 14th, 2019. Wanted to pick up from where I left on the Over the Shoulder series, ranking a water damage restoration website. We had started this site, I think 5, 6 months ago. The last time we touched the website was the end of November, early December 2018, where basically we did some keyword research, some niche research, some city research, some competition analysis, and we decided on going after water damage in Reno, Nevada. And if we do if we just recollect what we did so far, um, the population of Reno was about $250,000, and we decided we'll go after the the water damage niche. And so we went ahead and then we put up this website. We did the keyword research, competition analysis. The main keyword we're going after is water damage restoration, Reno, Nevada, NV. The keyword volume says 30 searches a month. For a city of 250, thousand population, there's probably going to be more. So don't just go by any of the keyword tools. For a keyword like water damage, Reno NV, without the restoration, without the word restoration, it says 70 searches a month. And then when we go after water damage restoration Reno without the NV, it says 1,000 searches a month. So it's anywhere from 30 to 1,000. So don't go exactly by that. But even if it's in the low end, let's say it's only 30 searches a month, water damage is a pretty big ticket niche. One job could could be 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, sometimes $15,000 for the company, right? Because if the building is flooded, the water damage, mold removal, fire damage, things like that, these are high ticket niches. Every other company out there has an SEO. Every SEO guy and company and agency is going after these keywords. So we just want to go after one of these. So far, 6 months ago, and I apologize, the last from January till April, about 4 months, I did not touch this website for whatever reason. Just got busy with quite a few things. I apologize for that. But we're picking it up from where we left. And where we left last was we did the keyword research, we did the competition analysis, we scooped up a lot of long tail keywords, and we put up this website. This is the initial site. We can pretty this up later on, but as of now, this is how it looks like, right? Our main title tag is water damage restoration Reno NV. Even the phone number has to be changed. It says 123-321. But basically, we had done the on-page optimization. This is the real number, 775. It's the call tracking number. Need to update that over here. I'll have my web developer do that. But if you see, we had some stock images. We went after some keywords, mitigation services, cleanup, restoration. If you see the previous video on how we scooped up these related secondary keywords, it'll make sense to you. And then we put up some pages, fire damage page, mold removal, commercial water damage, and flood damage. So our main keyword we're looking to rank would be water damage restoration, but we'd also want to go ahead and see if we can rank for fire damage, mold removal, these keywords, right? The idea is to, idea is for me to rank this step by step and record it like an over-the-shoulder series video. And when you see that, you can then go and do the same thing for your website, whichever niche it is. And if we can rank a water damage restoration site in a $250,000 population, we can rank in any local tree service or a plumber or HVAC in 100,000, 150,000, 200,000 population or even higher, right? The NAP is over here. We have work to do as far as putting this website up, making sure the numbers correct and stuff. But most of the keyword research is done. All of the keyword research is done, and most of the on page is also done. We can go ahead and add. I think this is the H1 tag. I'm not sure. I'll check that. We can go and add an H1, H2 header, things like that. We can put a map embed, and my map embed and some geo relevance, and I'll do that as we go. But as of now, that's what we've done. So going forward, what we want to do, we have the website up, okay? We have done the keyword research. We did the competition analysis and all that. So now going forward, we need to build trust. And if you go over the videos in my course, you understand that to build trust, we're going to build citations, social profiles, maybe a press release. We could do Web 2.0, blogs. Web 2.0s would be like WordPress.com, Blogspot.com, Tumblr, things like that. Live journal. Press release is like a press release where we syndicate, in about 300, 400 different press news channel websites. Social profiles would be Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, social profiles like that. And citations are the usual Yelp, Samantha, things like that. But let's just go ahead, and I want to see if I search for water damage restoration Reno, Nevada, where we are as far as our maps is, where we are right now by just the website, right? And also organic. So this is our maps, Reno Water Damage Pros, Reno Water Damage Pros. I have not added images. I have not done any geotag images. We just had this phone verified, if I'm not wrong. I think we did this 4 or 5 months ago. So it's about phone verified, and we just had the phone number, the name, address, and the phone number, and the hours, basically. And so this is what it is. Reno Water Damage Pros is the GMB business name. And our website itself is renowaterdamagepros.com. So if we take our main keyword here, water damage restoration Reno NV, let's just see where we are in the maps. Let's see if we can find that. So far I don't see Reno Water Damage Pros. So there are 4 pages of map listings. We're not on page 1. Let's see if you have landed anywhere. Okay, so we've landed on page 2, the middle of page 2 is where we have landed, Reno Water Damage Pros. And if you see, there's quite a few map listings with Reno and water damage in it. Water damage renovations, stuff like that. I think on page 1 we saw few other ones also with Reno and water damage. But irrespective of the fact, we landed on page 2, middle of page 2 in the maps for our main keyword. I did go ahead and do a search, organic. I could not even find it in the first 10 pages, so it's definitely not on page 1. Yep, we're not on page 1. Let's see if you're on page 2. So far we're not on page 2. So we're just taking a look at where we have landed by just the website and the map listing, right? That way we can gauge an idea as to how long it will take to rank, how much power we would need as far as PBNs go, things like that. Even citations are ranking here, so maybe this guy might have sent some links to get his Manta ranked. That's something we will be doing later on, and I'm going ahead in detail, but it's part of that. Somebody's done a press release 5 days ago. Somebody has done that. So people are doing all of this SEO work to get their site ranked because, like I said, water damage restoration is a pretty high-end niche. Like each call can be sold for $200 easy. I know people selling water damage leads for $200 to $700 per pop. We're not on page 5 so far. Not on page 6. I actually went all the way to page 10 and I couldn't find it. So we haven't landed, but somebody has a exact match domain, water damage restoration reno.com. So far, nothing. So, like I said, we are not on the top page 8 pages for our main keyword. Actually, I went through all of these. We're not on the top 10 itself. The same thing with here for water damage Reno, Nevada without the keyword restoration. Let's see where we are in the maps. Again, we're not on page 1. There are 3 pages of map listings. We're almost on the top of page 2. And I again went and searched organic, and I couldn't find it on the top 10 pages. Water damage restoration Reno without the NV keyword. Apparently, there are 1,000 searches a month for that, which I don't think it's true. It's probably something wrong with the keyword tool or SEO guys searching and figuring out where their site is. But we're not on page 1. We're at the top of page 2. So we are the middle and top of page 2 as far as map listing goes. Again, if you see this listing, we haven't done anything. We haven't added images. We haven't geotagged images. We haven't done any Google posts. Nothing. So we'll be covering all of that as we go. But as of now, for our main keywords, organic, we are not on the top 10 pages. And the map listing, we are on the middle and top of page 2 in the map listing. One thing I want to check is I want to make sure we are indexed. So we are indexed. Well, let me take it back. We are not really indexed properly. You see that? So that's one reason why we were not able to find our website in Google. So let's click on Learn Why. Excuse me. There's quite a few reasons we may not be indexed properly because in the WordPress theme that we put it in, we may have by mistake put it and saying don't index till we publish it, and my web developer may have forgotten to say yep, index it. He has, if you look at this, the URLs that are indexed, it's index.php/category/SEO. So he's not done a great job as far as indexing it goes. If I click on this, let's see what comes up. So there's something wrong with the way he's put the theme in. I'm not a web developer, but I can tell you, there's something wrong with he's basically put the theme, but he hasn't configured it properly. So no wonder we were not coming up for any search results because we are not indexed properly. Okay, so that's one other thing we need to do. And we need to take care of all of these things before we go ahead and do this. So that's one other thing we need to do. Okay. The next step, so this video is mainly to just catch up on where we left. We had done the keyword research competition analysis. We had zeroed in on water damage niche for Reno, and we put up a website. It's got all the keywords and all that, but we did not do a great job as far as indexing the site, even though it's been 4 months, and I apologize again. But going forward, we're going to do all of this. This will help build the trust. And after we do this, so basically in all of these, and I'll go in detail as we build the citations, the social profiles, press release, and web2.org blogs, we need to keep 2 things in mind. Number 1, we need to have the name, address, phone number in each of the citation, the social profile, the press release, and web2.org. So if this is our website, our name, address, phone number would be these, right? So we would make sure we have our name, which is Reno Water Damage Pros, the address, which is 401 Court Street, Reno, Nevada 89501, phone number, and then we are linking to our website using the URL as the anchor text. So we are not using any other anchor text. We are not influencing Google. We are not manipulating with any other anchor text. We just want to keep it the URL as the anchor text. So as we go ahead and create a Facebook page, as we go ahead and create a Yelp page, as we go ahead and do a press release, as we go ahead and create a blogspot or a Weebly site or a WordPress.com site, like a web2.0 site, we would be putting in a name, address, phone number. We make sure it's consistent. Okay, so we have to make sure it's code ST just as it is in Google. So that's the other thing we want to make sure. Is it exactly that way in Google? Yeah, so that's exactly we want to take it. We do not want to go ahead and make it STREET or any of those variations. We want to keep it as it is. And then we want to link to our website from that press release, from the web2.0, from the social profile. We want to link using this as an anchor text. So that's the main thing we want to go next. But first thing, we go and make sure I'll go ahead and make sure we index the website. and then we'll go ahead and in the next video cover all of these, how we do that. So once we do this, we will again come and check organically where we have landed. Maybe we've landed on page 5, 6, 7 somewhere. In the map, again, we want to see where we've landed. Maybe we moved up, maybe we moved down. We wouldn't know. But after that, we would go and start with PBNs and the anchor text and things like that. So hope it made some sense. I'll go ahead and make sure we get the website indexed, and then we'll also add a couple of on-page elements that might help with geo-relevancy and niche relevancy. So basically what we would be doing is we can put up a blog post over here and add about 5 to 10 articles of blog and link back to the home page. I'll show it to you as I do it. Maybe we can put a map embed over here and some driving directions and outbound authority links to some big high DA sites in Reno to pass local relevancy. So I'll go ahead in detail the next few videos, and we'll go from there.